Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Tuesday the 20th of April 2021, and today in Millwall news, the under-23s played. They travelled all the way to Yorkshire to play Barnsley, the under-23s, and they narrowly lost 1-0. So this is from millwallfc.co.uk. It says Millwall's under-23s were defeated 1-0 by Barnsley in the Professional Development League on Tuesday afternoon. Aidan Marsh found the net in the 56th minute to hand the Tykes all 3 points at the Barnsley training complex. Next up for Millwall's under-23s is a home game with Sheffield United next Tuesday afternoon. And we have here the Millwall team is Wright, Moss, Strachan, Duncan, Ransom, Penny, Davis, Walker, Alexander, Bate, O'Brien, Tom Leahy, I believe, and subs not used, Miller, Gilmore, Adam Malaki. So there you go. It's a narrow win, narrow defeat for Mill under-23s there. Moving on to more from millfc.co.uk. So there is a game tomorrow. We are playing Bournemouth. I think it's our last midweek game of the season, and it's a 6 o'clock kickoff, as is the way it is these days. It's a 6 o'clock kickoff. It's on the red button on Sky. So if you already have Sky and you don't want to pay extra for iFollow, you can watch it on Sky. It's on the red button on Sky Sports Football, I believe. So there's that. It says the ticket office and Lion store to close early on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So Millwall Football Club's ticket office and Lion store will close at 1 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. This is due to the Lion Sky Bet Championship fixture against AFC Bournemouth, which kicks off at the earlier time of 6 p.m. So what they need to do is like create some kind of bubble thing where no one else apart from the people who go to the game, the press and all that, they go through all the rigmarole of all what's happening, and they can be all bubbled up and get tests. I don't know if they get tests or whatever happens, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? So if you're going down there for any good stuff from the massively discounted shirts, home shirts, away shirts, it will close at 1 p.m. tomorrow, 1 p.m. So there is a game, as we just mentioned, against Bournemouth at 6 o'clock kickoff. So what's gonna happen? This is from skysports.com/football, and it's David Prutton's Sky Bet Championship prediction. So let's have a little scroll down. I imagine we're going to be pretty low down. I'm not sure. So let's keep scrolling and see how far down we are. And we're still going down. And here we go. So David Prutton predicts Millwall versus Bournemouth. He predicts Millwall 1, Bournemouth 2. So there you go. So narrow defeat for Millwall there, predicted by David Prutton. We will see about that. So moving on now to whoscored.com and their predictions for this game. Let's go first to this one, which is the comparison head-to-head kind of situation. So you can see historically Bournemouth have not really been a big club. They've improved themselves. They had a spell in the Premiership, and they built the new stadium, but they're still not really a big club. And you can see here, so the last 6 games of Millwall versus Bournemouth at Millwall, 3 of them have been in cups, 3 in the league, and we won 5 of them, lost 1, and the one we lost was a Christmas game, 28th of December, and we had a player sent off, so there's a factor into that. And in terms of goals, in those last 6 games we played against Bournemouth, we've scored 12 goals, they've scored 4. So are we a bogey side for Bournemouth? Maybe we are, but it's quite interesting. We haven't drawn any games yet. We have not drawn any games in the last 6 games. No draws. So, but look at this. Look at this. So in the table, Bournemouth are 5th. They are in the playoffs. Pretty solidly into the playoffs. They won 21 games, 7 more than us. We won 14. We're in 10th. Yeah, wow. They've scored 69 goals. We've scored 41, which is how many they've conceded. They have goal difference plus 28 to our plus 1. And we know goals have been a problem for Millwall. But let's have a look at the form table. Wow, okay. That doesn't look good for Millwall then, does it? Or maybe it doesn't, because the thing about these streaks is they need to end sometime, don't they? They do need to end sometime. You've won 6 games in a row. What are the chances you're going to win the 7th, or will the streak be cut? It's like if you're tossing a coin, you get 6 heads in a row. Do you want to gamble your life that the next toss of the coin is going to be heads as well? Would you do that? Or would you think, hang on a minute here, we've just had 6 heads, so then it might be a time for a tails to come up on a toss of a coin. So, and we're not too bad in the form table. We're 8th. We're 8th. But again, the goals is a massive difference there between them and us. Even just in the last 6 games, the goal difference, they've had plus 13, we've had minus 1. But only 10 to 18, 10 points to 18 points, not that much. But there is a difference there. And the difference is they're in the playoffs and we ain't in the playoffs. So let's go down here, you can see. So Mill's last home game was against Swansea, we lost 3-0. Before that was a 1-0 win against Rotherham. They did have a man sent off, which kind of helped out. And then before that we won again 1-0 against Middlesbrough. So that's our last 3 home games. But you're looking at Bournemouth in terms of their away games. 3-1 at Norwich. Norwich are the champions. Well, I don't know if they're the champions. They've been promoted now. But there you go. So they went to Norwich and won 3-1. Whoop. Okay. And then the game before that, they went to Huddersfield and won 2-1. And then the away game before that, they went to Blackburn and won 2-0. So there's literally goals in every game they play. Okay. So coming down here and having a look at all these things. I'm not going to go through them because there's a load there, but you can see Mill's strengths, Bournemouth's strengths, Mill's weaknesses, Bournemouth's weaknesses. Match forecast. Let's see what they forecast for the match. Bournemouth will score from a direct free kick. They reckon that's very likely. Bournemouth will dominate possession. Yeah, that's likely because we don't tend to, and we tend to play on the counter, even at home. Millwall will create many scoring chances. Millwall will score from a direct free kick, and Millwall will dominate in the air. So that all sounds pretty good for Millwall then there, doesn't it? So let's have a look at what the prediction is from WhoScored.com. So we've got possible lineups here. Not much to go on there. Missing players, so probably better players missing for Millwall than for Bournemouth. We've got Hutchinson and Ryan Adam missing. They've got Shane Long and Lewis Cook. And they reckon 1 change is on the cards for the visitors, with winger Junior Stanislas in contention for a recall. Gary Rowett could hand a start to young midfielder Billy Mitchell in midweek, with Mikel Bell dropping to the bench. So match facts. Here we go. Bournemouth have won their last 6 matches. Yes, they are number 1 in the form table. That's not good for Millwall. Millwall have won 7 of their last 8 home matches against Bournemouth in all competitions. Yes, we are their bogey team. Bogey, bogey, bogey. Millwall have been winning at both half-time and full-time in 6 of their last 8 home matches against Bournemouth in all competitions. So not only we are their bogey team, but we're at them from the off, from before the first half, before half-time. Bournemouth has scored at least 2 goals in their last 7 matches. There have been over 2.5 goals scored in 6 of Bournemouth's last 7 games. Yes, but we said that about Brentford as well, didn't we? They know how to find the net, but they didn't when we played them the weekend, did they? It was 0-0. So, the prediction from WhoScored.com. Millwall turned in a characteristically strong defensive performance at the weekend as they ground out a 0-0 draw against London rivals Brentford. The hosts have claimed 10 points from their last 5 league games, facing several top 6 sides in that run. Bournemouth conceded inside 5 minutes against league leaders and Premier League bound Norwich at the weekend, but responded well to fight back and claim a 3-1 away victory. The Cherries have all but mathematically confirmed a top 6 finish after winning 6 consecutive. So they're basically in the playoffs. So will they take the foot off the gas? But they predict Millwall 0, Bournemouth 2. So we've got David Pratton predicting Millwall 1, Bournemouth 2. And we've got WhoScored.com predicting Millwall 0, Bournemouth 2. And I reckon, you know what, I reckon it's gonna be Millwall 1, Bournemouth 1. That's what I reckon. I reckon it's gonna be another draw, and we're gonna put the kibosh on their undefeated run, their winning run, and that's what I think. I think it's gonna be a stinker of a game. If you want to watch it, 6 p.m. kickoff. Remember, it's on Sky Sports. Red button if you don't want to pay for iFollow. If you do want to pay for an iFollow, get on Millwall's website and pay for it. Thank you for watching today. Goodbye.